So, you want to hunt a wyvern, huh? Yeah, that's what I ask myself as I head off into the woods here to go, well, get myself killed. That's essentially what this boils down to.
What are we supposed to do? Beat the bushes with sticks?
We just need to look for signs and be careful. We get this over with, we get into the keep.
And that's where the jewel is.
That's where the jewel is.
Okay, now, we have to know that Talus is just straight up lying to us, right? And I'm wondering why people think that the way to get someone to befriend you, help you, trust you is to start out lying to them. You know, people who feel that that's the way to go, I have to ask them, does that ever end badly for you? You know? Like, to make you complicit in their little schemes, right? To try to get something done and justify it all with this whole, well, it's all for a good cause, or, you know, type of thing in the long run. And no, just start with the truth right off the top. And if that person's down with what you're doing, then they'll help you. If what you're doing isn't right, and you're afraid they might not help you because it's not right, then why the hell are you doing it? And then when you make that person complicit in your crimes, well, they might resent that, you know? But no, people don't seem to get that basic principle. Wow, we just got a double dragon fight here, didn't we? What did I step into? Along with the Legacy DLC, I was really surprised here at the difficulty of the DLC mobs and ambushes that you face. They really don't pull any punches.
That wasn't the target.
Do dragons and wyverns even mix? I don't think so.
So if we drop part of this in the right spot, we might lure a wyvern out to protect its territory.
Good thought. Do that.
Okay, so essentially as we run around these trails here, we're collecting things to use as bait for the wyvern. So I'll go ahead and keep my eye out for everything that I can. I'm going to go ahead and stick my nose into every corner here anyway.
Fancy title.
Something tells me I'm going to regret that.
Not completely insane was considered.
So, do you get a stipend? They let you rule the city?
They gave me a medal. It's shiny.
Yeah. Being Viscount doesn't count for anything, but, well, they gave me a shiny medal. That's it.
That altar is very...
That's the reward for saving the city. Oh, and a statue. Pretty cool statue down in Lowtown. Couldn't put it in the middle of Hightown, though. No, we got to put it in the middle of Lowtown. Okay, well, this can't be good. And this actually isn't very good. It's pretty nasty. Okay, this guy is a fully powered arcane horror boss with ads. Gotta hit him hard enough to get him out of here. And try to protect our mage at the same time. And oh, this is just nasty. Sky Priest? Interesting. That smacks of the Avar with their whole sky worship thing. Not that I have any understanding of what that's really all about. I just know that the Avar are all about the sky, and from Inquisition, you know that they look at the holes in the sky and stuff, the breaches and things, and see their gods in them or something. I don't know. I'm not real clear about any of that, but whatever. And it's going to give us a collection of mages here, apparently. This is not cool, and the archers don't help either. And we're getting attacked by spirit stuff at the same time. Okay, well this is not fair. In fact, it's bullshit. And he's picking on me. That's right, Aveline can take it, I can't. And he killed my dog. He's gonna have to pay for that. And he gets more. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, this is over the top. This is a few too many waves of really, really nasties. And we got a mage again. And got a commander over there too? Well, at least the arcane isn't in here casting AoE spirit stuff on the ground at the same time. At least there's that. I'm supposed to be thankful, I guess. Well, this is a real good excuse to make you waste all your freaking health potions. I know that. There we go. It's like everybody. Are you serious? More backup. This is okay. Now he is in here casting spirit stuff at the same time. Well, screw that dude. Such BS. And I'm almost dead. I'm gonna do as much damage as I can before I die, and hopefully Aveline can finish this punk off. I really wasn't expecting just another way. Wow, that's just nasty.
This is wearing on me.
Oh, and he gets. Oh, wow. So cheap. That's cool. Aveline's got those magic defenses up. Okay, well, this may take a minute. Especially if this guy gets to heal again. Oh, I'm, like, totally out of health potions, literally. This was a little OP'd right here. This is a boss battle, and there's no shortage of boss battles here in this DLC. Of course, I guess Legacy was like that, too. Nothing's quite so bad about the cheapness of that whole dragon with the 5 million archers and the AoE stuff and the firestorm and the rage. It's just wow. On Nightmare, I mean, when I did it, maybe you're supposed to do it at a much higher level, but you know, it's recommended to me, and I think well recommended to do that particular DLC in Act 2. And in the Let's Play, I didn't find it because I had no idea about it, but somebody on stream told me about it. Is you go back and there's a hidden boss, and so I'm like, okay, cool. You find this warm orb somewhere in the Carta hideout there at the beginning of Legacy, and you take it back and you go, you find this pillar that's sitting there pulsing, and you activate the pillar, and it summons no less than 40, maybe 50 or 60 of skeletal archers on either side of this square that you can't get out of. There's no cover, there's no anything. You just have to try to get through them, and if they all target you at once, you're dead in literally 2 seconds. And maybe at higher levels with different gear, be a little different, but I didn't know what to expect anyway. So after several tries and cheesing that quite a bit, I finally make it past all that, and then this priest, this boss level priest with the health of a high dragon, literally pops up, and he starts warping all over the place. Then he summons all these skeletal melee guys to chase you around the field, and that's not so bad. It's just a lot of kiting. And then he starts warping back and forth, and then when you get him down to a certain point, he turns into a high dragon. Like, literally, it's like a spectral high dragon, like a high dragon spirit type thing. And he chases you all over the place and lands on top of your head, and then summons firestorms, and then in those firestorms you get rage demons each time a firestorm goes off, so there's a rage demon chasing you all over the place. And I guess one semi-good thing...
A lot of blood.
Hold on.
Would that be prey or from a wyvern itself?
I've heard they fight for dominance. Can't be gentle.
Maybe we can use some to draw out rivals. Added to what we have already, is it enough to draw one out of hiding?
I'd say so. A little one. Probably all we need. In the right spot, no doubt.
Yeah. Anyway, and so you can use these ground traps to do some damage to the dragon, but you have to have them in just the right spot. Anyway, oh geez, I kited this thing trying over and over again for it was like 4, 5, 6 hours or something. Finally beat it on Nightmare, but it was troubling to say the least.
Have you seen a pair of coursers? I've been calling and calling, but it is no use. Nicodemus should know better, but Sylvain never had an ounce of sense in his head.
Slow down and tell me what happened.
My hounds have disappeared. They took off after a stag, and the Maker only knows where they've gotten to now. Please, you must help me find them.
If I see your dogs, I'll let you know.
May Andraste guide you.
Well, always helps them
I've good
find their
call
dogs.
for anyone who finds my dogs.
Absolutely. Alright, so I guess we've been through that whole side of this place. Alright, let's see. I like the way they did this. It just reminds me a bit of Origins. Maybe the original, no, not Frostbacks, but, Haven?
Time.
Origins and Haven? A little bit of that, I guess. Digging the Renaissance style music going on in the background too. It's pretty cool.
I think this is from a Samir bird. The Tevinters hunt them. The feathers are supposed to have
Well, well, well.
Okay. It's one of the things they told us to collect.
Is that Wyvern's mating?
Could we mimic that?
No. Oh, the sound. Right, yes. I can try that.
Can we mimic the Wyvern's mating? No. Oh, death by cheese wheel. Awesome. Apparently a rolling cheese wheel crushed that poor guy. What is their obsession with cheese wheels? I don't get it. Alright. I feel clueless on a running joke that I've been completely left out of. I have no idea what the significance of cheese wheels is. But it seems to be a running theme in Skyrim also. In Oblivion, cheese wheels. Okay, so do we have all the stuff we need for our salve? And is this a salve that we can use for ourselves? Something tells me we're going to need something. Okay, well, what's up there, buddy? Alrighty. Little snarly lips wyvern running around here. I guess that's what we're hunting. Like we're real hunters here. Yeah. None of us have ever hunted a day in our lives. Okay, now this by no means was like a first shot type deal here. I had no idea what to expect. I did not realize they would get so cheap and nasty. These little punks right here.
In there. A nest, perhaps.
Great. Ankle biters. More than ankle biters, they've got ranged ones, and they shoot freaking poison blow darts at you. Little shits. Anyway, I thought it'd be wise not to be prey in their hunting grounds. I think we'll bring them to ours. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and get out of here. Come on. Let's just go way down here. We'll draw these out a few at a time. Getting mobbed. I think nature resistance would have made a huge difference on this DLC. I didn't know. I didn't know what to expect. Going into this completely blind, but I'm assuming nature is some defense against the mass amounts of poison that you face in this. And I should have figured, once again, I should have figured that we're going to Orlais, so poison is something we deal with. Just because, but I wasn't thinking. Wouldn't have ever thought that, except in hindsight, so there you have it. But I would strongly suggest nature resistance. If I go through this DLC again on stream, I'm going to stack my party with nature resistance, and if we face any other kind of damage, then we'll just have to deal with it. But I think being able to withstand more than 1 or 2 blow darts is a must for the party. There's nothing I can do about Talus. I did find that she's weak as well water. She draws a lot of heat on herself, can't really get away from it. I would probably equip her with more stealthy stuff and cut down on the number of offensive skills, maybe, asking her to do, but I don't really know what to do with her. She's on paper, when you look at her skill tree, she looks like a damage dealer, per se. And there may be some really effective way to use her, and I'll just feel real stupid once I figure it out or hear about it, but as of now, all I know is she just died a lot. She drew a lot of heat on herself and couldn't take it. and didn't have any choice. I could have brought a respec potion, I guess. Yeah, that's a thought. Bring a respec potion and set her attributes the way I want. But I don't know that I would necessarily do anything different than how she starts. Okay, what are these guys fleeing? Come on, Aveline. Draw them this way. These little shits. They're annoying. They're funny, but they're annoying. Wow, and they are endless.
What in Andraste's name were those?
Ghasts. Cave creatures. They don't come out on the surface much, however.
Well, that's good, I
Maybe they're
guess.
out gathering hunters.
Alright, so anyway, good idea. Come here with 50 injury kits and 50 health potions. Because Talos is gonna use up about half of them by herself.
So cold. Oh, blessed Andraste, thank you. I thought I'd die out here. I've been trapped here since last night.
I know I'm going to regret this, but why are you standing out here in your small clothes?
Ghasts were chasing me. I thought I could leave false trails. The truth told, I'm not looking for the Wyvern. I'm a scholar from Cumberland, researching an Avar cult that once lived here. They worship the Lady of the Skies to the exclusion of all other gods. I'm searching for their shrine.
I think I've been to your shrine. There were nothing but angry spirits at the site.
Nothing else. Pity. I had hoped. Oh, well. Rumors say they were driven from their last refuge. They left a great treasure in the goddess's keeping. But the mountain has defeated me. Please, take my research and see if you can do anything with it. I will try to make it back to camp. Good luck to you, Sarah.
Well, if it leads to a some loot, then I'm good with it. Sure, give me that. I guess this is if you didn't go up that trail first and came here first, then it would send you back there. Whatever the case, I say we head back and go check out what we get. Better get something nice because we had to work for it. That was nasty.
They would be better hunt these closer to farmland. There must be a plague on anyone with livestock.
The sooner we get the hunt over with, the sooner we'll be at the chateau to finish this.
And we're running. I guess I could have edited this out. Just been more of a from here to there type thing, but nice stroll through the countryside, right? All right, so yeah, I was saying those sky enemies reminded me of the Avar. Apparently, that's what that's about. This is part of an Avar cult or something. But if they're summoning horrors and things like that, arcane horrors or what have you, then that doesn't say much for their cult.
That must be the
Sounds like a blood magic-y type of thing to me, if you ask me.
What do his notes say?
Alright, well, what do we get? Sacrificial dagger. Let's check that out. Spirit damage. I'm not a big fan of that. I prefer a base physical damage just because I know what I'm dealing with against anybody and everybody. Wow, does that look cool. Oh, I wish I had a twin set of those. That may be the sexiest looking weapon. I wonder if there's a matching pair for it somewhere in the game. You think? Man, I would run with those just because they look too damn cool. I'm going to go look that up. I'm actually going to go look that. In fact, I'm going to write a note for myself right here. As soon as I'm done editing this, I'm going to go look up Sacrificial Dagger and see if there's a matching set for that. And when you're dealing with shades and things like that, it won't come in much use because shades are immune to that type of thing. There are some enemies that are weak to spirit damage. I would love it if there were different versions of that same looking dagger. Just a basic version. I would take a basic version of that dagger that you couldn't even put rune slots in or anything like that. Although it would be kind of a downside later in the game, but still. Take a little bit of a hit on damage, but it looks so damn cool doing it. Go ahead and filter through some of this junk I know I'm not going to be using. Also, I'm wondering, coming through here, if you're not playing a rogue. That's a question later. If you're playing a warrior or a mage, there's going to be a lot of locks to pick. How to open those, unless you can take control of Talus. We'll see what I'm talking about later. It's kind of an issue. Yeah, I've definitely got to look that up. I would do a whole playthrough just to grab those daggers so I could look extremely badass. That's worth making a character for me, to look badass. I'm serious.
This is going to go badly for
Like in Skyrim, when I got hip to just how cool the ebony blade looks. Well, I'm a big dual wield fan. I like the way they did dual wielding in Skyrim. It was definitely something I thought they were missing in Oblivion, and I'm glad they added that. I just wish they hadn't taken out everything else Oblivion had to offer just to put in
It certainly smells like we're going
cool
badly.
combat looks. But whatever. Anyway, when I got hip to the ebony blade, of course, I had to go start a brand new character just to go two-handed, right? Go learn how you could work all the two-handed and blocking skill trees together just to run with that sword. But, you know, big two-handed black katana, pretty
For
cool.
a slaughtering ground, it's actually rather pretty.
The Montfort family inherited this mountain from...
That's everything the
It's
old
showing a
house
definite
masters have been
upgrade in the art right here.
I don't think there's enough for a person, though.
This isn't Inquisition by any means, but I could see they were leaning that way.
Wants us to follow him.
Now, what tells me this dog is going to lead us into an ambush? Yeah. I see cave openings. Okay, I know what this is. I'm prepared this time. These little blow dart shooting, annoying, spear-chucking little
Watch out. There may be guests.
from a hole.
shrimp annoying goblin. Yeah, and they think it's funny too. Okay, well, let me show you funny. This is going to look real funny as you chase me down here to the side of this lake. Because I'm not going to stand here and just let you pelt me with your blow darts, you little shits. But yeah, anyway, I will... You know what this music really reminds me of? Any of you who have played Divinity 2, Ego Draconis, however you say it? They had a lot of this style music right here. That was one of the most underrated, under the radar, untalked about, badass, open world, amazing RPGs I've probably ever played. It's one of my favorites to this day. It really, really is. I would do a Let's Play on it if they had it on PlayStation, which they don't. It was an Xbox exclusive, and PC. It was probably on PC, too. Because the people that made it are big on PC games. I believe it's the same people that made Sacred 2, which was a console MMO-style looter, grinder kind of hack and slash type. Not really hack and slash, because honestly, it was almost kind of turn-based. But you look from the top down and kind of like you were looking down at a train set, you know, like a lot of MMOs are designed. And you'd run around with you could co-op with a couple friends, but it wasn't MMO. You know, you didn't have massive number of people online at any time, but it was styled that way. That's how the fights were. That's how the boss fights were. That's how the looting was, definitely.
Bloody things.
I think that's the last of them. For now.
Anyway, they made Divinity 2, and it was
A gasling nest.
in some ways kind of the same style visually, but it was a single-player RPG, but it was huge. Oh my gosh, I couldn't tell you how much area the maps covered. It wasn't quite as big as Sacred 2 was. Sacred 2 was so massive that there was an achievement for just discovering a certain portion of the map, which meant basically walking around. There were even upgrades that you could put on your equipment that increased the size of the, what would you say, lantern light that you put off of, the little sphere of discovered area that you carried with you as you walked around. And it could take you 3 or 4 days of walking in crisscrossing patterns back and forth in a huge area, uncovering land. I had walked for hours to uncover 1% of the map, and I mean hours, uncovering new.
I suppose we can't keep
Anyway,
him,
it's
can we?
crazy.
His owner is probably waiting back at camp.
Anyway, all right, so there we found the dogs. We found the sick dogs, and I was glad to do that. So it was good that we found all those antidote components along the way. Kind of glad we looked in some of those corners before we got here. And so we saved the dog. Let's go ahead and follow this guy. I hope we don't have to go all the way back to that first area, though. So we haven't uncovered all of this yet. Anyway, not trying to sit here and talk about all these other games, but just reminded me of that. This music definitely reminds me of that game.
Madame. Please accept this with my thanks.
And there, that's all your dog was worth to you? Really, dude? Oh, we got a bow? Oh, I guess if I was an archer, I'd probably want that. It's probably extremely badass. What I'm really interested in is that freaking dagger. Just the way it looks, man.
We're getting closer.
That is where I need an RPG to come out where you can find skins, like molds, that give you a certain pattern. So if at level 1 you find a weapon that looks better than any other weapon that you find through the rest of the game, you can find different materials and maybe find, you know, certain mages or something to enchant that weapon, and you can make
You're the champion.
higher tier
Big.
gear
Important.
from that same mold or that same skin, that same pattern.
There's a husband behind the throne.
Let's keep moving.
Talus is sort of flirting. I don't know. If you're going to start off with lying, then, no, I'm not supposed to ever trust you. That just makes me stupid. So, all that flirting and stuff, yeah, I'm not looking for a relationship, Talus.
Oh, a wyvern kill. Some kind of holla or something.
That could be a tunic.
Don't know, don't care. It's bait they liked for some reason.
Okay, there we have it. I guess that's all the bait that we'll need for this wyvern? I don't know, we keep finding it. I know it said, when we asked her, hey, is this enough to bait away? Oh, okay. Now this is just a killing ground right here. Look at this crap right here. This is so devious. Yeah, see, Talus is getting 5 and 6 shot by these darts. Why would you include her? Oh, are you fucking serious, man? You can't even get out. This is bad. This is not cool. And yeah, trying the whole get the ranged guy, blow dart guys out before they kill you. Yeah, that doesn't work well because as soon as you hit one, they all turn on you. With or without Aveline, so yeah. They do look kind of funny in their animations when they're shooting at you. Little goblin jerks. Taking a lot of damage. I just have to assume that I'm seriously mismanaging this somehow, or something. And Talus is, of course, laying down on her face. Hopefully some of these guys will drop health potions, injury kits, all that crap. How many of these damn things are there, man? Seriously. This is that big of a problem in the woods surrounding this area? You'd think they would eventually do something about this. You know what I'm saying? It's totally out of control, man. They're like little cockroaches. Yeah, get rid of some of these nasty ones. What the hell is that? Oh, great. They got a mage, too? Really? Okay, well, this probably isn't going to end well, is it? I'm not sure exactly what this dude's doing. It's kind of cool looking. I guess this is where it'd be handy to have spirit resistance. But you gotta break the shield just before you can hurt him? Okay, this guy's got lots of defenses. Wow, and he can warp. That little shit. Oh, screw you, buddy. Talus, I'm probably not even going to bother to give you injury kits. At least not for a while, because that's... It doesn't do any good. Serve any purpose. Now, you could have rewarded me something better than that for finding this little hidden trail here. Alright. I feel I'm missing something. Alright, so I guess we need to go find the Wyvern itself. Pretty much covered the whole map, I think we have. Looked off in every corner. Make sure no more of these little punks are going to be summoned. Good, at least we're getting some health potions back.
Right.
So that's it. Yep, looks like it. Alright. So we saved the dogs. Got what I believe are the last of the Wyvern bait. If there's any other area that we should have been to before we got here, then I don't know about it. I guess I just missed it.
I guess these things eat plenty of fiber.
Oh, great. Wyvern dumps.
Looking for clues.
Hawk. Ugh. Not the wisest thing you've ever done.
Ooh, nug bones. I wonder if a nug call would help attract a wyvern.
You know a nug call?
You go elbow deep in wyvern shit, and I'm the weird one?
We must have enough to bait a trap now.
In the right spot, no doubt.
Alright, I guess that's the last of the Wyvern bait. Alright, well, whatever. Let's go find this damn thing.
Wait, what happened to the birds and everything?
Okay, so this
Next
trail
time,
of
can we hunt something small and cuddly? Maybe vegetarian.
remains. Apparently, this is his main hideout here. Yeah, that looks like a boss arena to me, if you ask me. All right, so let's see what we got. Let's see what this thing has to offer. I wonder if it's going to be like your typical dragon fight, or if there's going to be some unique pattern that I'm going to have to learn. Get my ass kicked 50 times on the way. Decided right there to make Talus ranged. I noticed she can use throwing knives. She seems to be more effective with that than she is in melee. I don't know. Like I say, I'm clueless on how to use her.
Yes, I think this would be the place to find a wyvern. And room enough to kill the thing without getting sat on. They're not stupid, though. We'll need some really good bait.
Lay it all out. I'm bringing the Duke a trophy to talk about.
Yes! I mean, if you're sure. Let's get to it. We've a lot of stuff to lay out, for starters. Right, now the blood. What? The prey needs to be moving, doesn't it? Okay, I'll do the sound. You get ready. Don't look at me while I do this.
Was that good?
You want to do it? Didn't think so.
Well, that was worth the DLC right there. That's all I'm saying. Here he is. Oh, very cool. Looks more like a Mass Effect type monster.
And it looks mad.
I need to have Talus stealth more. Oh, you know, if I could have her stealth and have her ranged, might be a good combination. If she'll get the hell out of there and stop taking all those stupid hits. Stealth will allow her to get the heat off of her, at least sometimes. I don't know, it probably wouldn't help much, but we'll see. So he's got a really, really nasty charging move. And that roar out in front does a lot of damage too, and stuns you, I think. But you can at least avoid that. Yeah, it's a stun damaging move. Look at that, his charge. He does some serious work with that. I mean, he's doing damage to Atherin, so that says something. Uh-oh. Time to go. No, don't take out my mage. That's not nice. He's a cool creature. He really is. Here we go. Alright then.
If it isn't the Ferelden turnip. They say you are a champion of some backwater city in the east. Quite an achievement, I'm sure. I suggest you run along with your servants while you have the chance. This Wyvern was mine to kill, not yours. Mine! 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 I paid good coin to be the one who wins this contest. It was my turn!
A spoiled Orlesian brat and a
I
cheat?
didn't realize the Duke was offering charity to his more useless guests. My mistake.
I will not accept such talk from a backwater mongrel.
You'd rather die
You
instead?
do realize this woman has nasty little thugs like you for breakfast, I hope.
Only when we're out of pancakes.
More insolence! From a knife ear this time!
And a racist.
I can't take no more of this. Kill them
And the murderer.
We can say the Wyvern was too much for them.
And a liar. Okay. A cheat, spoiled brat, or Elysian murderer liar. Let me get these archers out of the way. They brought their dogs in on it too, which kind of sucks. What's up with this friggin' archer? Oh, he's a ninja. And he's using power moves. I can't hit him. He disappears as soon as you attack him. That's kind of shitty. Okay, well, that's the last health potion. This is not cool, man. Why would you follow up a boss fight with a boss fight? Bullshit. Really? Okay, it's a boss level assassin. Okay, well, boss level that. And he's been taking out my whole party while I was trying to get the 15 ranged enemies out. Well, that's okay. That's a little cheap, a little over the top. Well, Aveline can draw the hate of melee characters. That's the best thing about her, and she can take it. They can pound on her all day. She's just shrug it off. Wow. Spoiled rotten brat, this isn't going your way, is it? Well, shit. And he gets healed. Awesome.
Now, what is going on here?
Prosper, this blasted she-bitch tried to steal my rightful kill.
That's the last thing your mouth ever needs to say.
Is that any way to speak of the champion of Kirkwall, Baron?
This is your fault for inviting a stinking turnip in the first place. Your mother would be ashamed.
Says the man whose mother has slept with half of Valchevin. My apologies. Arlange has always been a cheat. What would you have done with him?
You're not suggesting...
Why not? You believe Arlange would have stopped short of murder, given the chance?
Oh, I watched him do it. To me.
Something on your mind?
Just let him go. He's not worth your time,
What?
Hawk.
Okay, you're part of the problem, Talus. You're what's wrong with the world.
He can't be more than he is. That's all. You've bested him.
He can't be more than he is, and he's absolute trash murdering garbage, so he needs to go out into the trash can.
Thing for a guest to do.
Kill that piece of shit.
You can't be serious. You would let this filthy turnip tell you?
Sarah would approve. Fuck you, Talus. You're garbage.
Congratulations on finding the Wyvern. It looks like a fine one indeed. There will be a celebration in the chateau courtyard. Do attend when you're ready.
I don't hold Prosper to any higher standards than that spoiled rotten brat right there, but it didn't need to come to that. Why don't you look at the one who did it, Talus? You've got that modern logic now that makes the world a worse place. You just need to shut your hole. You've already made an enemy of me, right there, just like that, with your really, really bad judgment. You weren't capable of being a good friend to me. No.
We should go to the chateau. Time to
If you would defend something like that against doing the right thing, no. All right. If you want to subscribe, click that button up top. And if you want to watch the rest of this Let's Play up to this point, click that image there in the middle. All right. Appreciate you watching. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.